Hi there, everybody. Welcome to another album review. My name is Christian Eschbach. Okay, so this review is going to be a really weird one for me. I went to go do some research on this band because I knew nothing about them. So before I went to go do the review and I posted the review online or anything like that, I thought I should go check on a little information on them, just a little bit to at least know where they come from, to see whether or not I'm even reviewing a Canadian band or not. And I had this sneaking suspicion for that reason and that reason alone I should really go check. And I was right. More is a Canadian band. I'm glad I checked. Made my Canadian content. But I can't find anything on this band. Nothing. I did some searching online. Now, I didn't go hardcore searching, like I didn't go crazy searching, but I did enough. Like, I started with the most basic thing. There's a website on the back of this for the band. Went to the website, doesn't seem to exist anymore. There's nothing there. That's a shame. It happens, but that's a shame. But still searching. The best I came up with was on YouTube. Give me a second here because I just lost it. On YouTube, Istvan Boros. Okay, so shout out to Istvan Boros. Posted quite a few of the songs off this album. Maybe he posted all the songs off this album. I didn't look specifically. But if it wasn't for his basic details in the information saying that Moore was a band based in Toronto comprised of, and then all the band members. And that would be Jason Glibben, lead vocals, Sean Morgan, lead guitar and vocals, Igor Boros on lead guitar and vocals, Andrew, I'm going to butcher this one, my apologies, Bugeja, maybe, Bugeja. So Bugeja, I'm guessing. I'm not sure if you correct me on that one. And Marco Mezzafero. Okay, now on drums. So that is all the information I have managed to find online related to this band. No pictures, no nothing, man. So if it isn't in here, I don't have it. And the worst part is the font they used in here with the background and everything like that. If it were vinyl, no problem. On compact disc, really bad choice, man. Like, even if I were 20 years old, that would still be a pain in the ass to read. And realistically, all it is the lyrics. And this is it. This is the picture. So, let's get into the music. Now, why did I go on like this so much about a band I can't find any details about? Because this is a really good album, man. For 2007, this was a really good album. I really enjoyed this. You got bands like Disturbed out there, Stained out there, Theory of a Dead Man, Nickelback on the Canadian front. That kind of newer metal. I do not want to use new metal because it ain't new metal. Newer metal, that heavier, thicker, fuller kind of sound to them. Some people might say they're not metal, might say it's hard rock instead. By my standards, I'm still willing to lump them into metal. They're heavy. They're not necessarily metal, but they're heavy. Okay. So here's where I'm going with this. The songs on here are fantastic, man. Realistically, there's only 2 songs I'm not huge on this album. Okay, so the album opens up with Bangkok. Bangkok sets the tone perfectly, lets you know what type of album you're getting into, what style of music you're getting into. Really sells what you're about to get. But it's the first song on the album. You get it over, you get it done, you get it out of the way. Cool. Then you're on to Bleed. Now, I find this album works really good, kind of like a lot of classic albums, where first song out the gate, you're doing really good, gets everybody kind of hooked in. Now, this is not like, some major gonna grab you, Enter Sandman or Hell's Bells or that kind of thing going on, where like it's a major smash out single or anything like that. But Bangkok's a good tune and gets the album going right. Then it goes into Bleed, and Bleed, like a lot of albums, second song just kind of like. But then picks up right away with the song Puddles. Now, I would have swore I had heard this song before, and I knew this song prior to listening to this album. Like the first time I put this album in, I perked up and went, pretty sure I know this one. But I can't find an official music video for it on YouTube. There's only a picture with the song, like it's not even from the band or anything like that or anything. So I don't know, maybe the label that they were with maybe went under, and maybe that's the reason why. Cousin Records, that's what that says there, I think. So maybe that's the whole reason why their presence has disappeared, because all their presence was being done through the record company. The record company went under, or record company didn't deem them worthy of keep. I don't know. All I know is I know this song. I don't know where from, and it's really good, man. I mean, and it's rare that a song grabs me lyrically. Musically, good. Really good. Solid. Nice, good pop, hard pop rock kind of tune. But the lyrics on it, man, are like, it's weird because for how kind of almost up the song is, considering the song is literally about, someone dying of cancer and the other person doing everything they can to be with them, is just wanting to be with them and whatnot. And jumping through puddles is where the word puddles for the title comes from. It's a beautiful song, man. I really love this song. Absolutely. Like, Puddles is good enough of a song where, if I were putting together, I don't know, a top one. I don't know if I'd do a top 100. But if I were putting together like an Eshbox top 500 rock songs, it would probably go in there. It was really, really good, man. I mean, really good. There's only one other song on this album that I would argue could possibly go on that top 500 list. Puddles is followed up with Not Fade. Not Fade's not bad. I don't mind it. It's got that pop punk kind of sensibility going on in it. A little thicker and heavier though, so I don't want to call it 3 Days Grace. There's a sound to this that reminds me of 3 Days Grace, which makes sense being Canadian bands and all. And Theory of a Deadman and Nickelback also ring true in there as well. That the tone to it, the fullness of the song, the music and whatnot. It rings true to all those bands in that time period. Funny that like all of them are Canadian there. After Not Fade, we go into Rewind. Rewind, like Bleed, is one of the songs on the album where it just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't. They're probably the two songs on the entire album I just kind of really totally blank out on, because they really do that little for me. Any Given Sunday. Okay, so this one is actually pretty cool. I really dig on Any Given Sunday because it's a friendly kind of song. It's nostalgic, warm, fuzzy, all that stuff. But it's honest and it's true, and there's just something great about it. I really honestly enjoy the youthful memories on this one, the youthful remembrance on this one. It just really works. And the other thing I like about Any Given Sunday, it is completely different from everything else on this album. Like, it's still the same kind of tone and vibe, but the music arrangement, the music itself, the tonality of the lyrics. This album is one of the few albums I've honestly paid attention to lyrics to in a while, man, because they just kind of grab you and take you in the right way. They really I can't believe that there isn't more from this band out there, really. I mean, there is not more from Moore. You know, like it blows my mind. This album is that good. Like shit, 20 years later, let's get these guys back together again, okay? You know, try it again, man, because this album. Oh, okay, let's continue on. Okay, then we had the next song on this album that I just think is totally amazing. Would go in my top 500. I think one of these days I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna put together a top 500 list. And this one would. Puddles and this one are the two. Once again is the song, if I didn't say it already, sorry. Once again and Puddles are the two songs on this album that I just absolutely fell in love with. And I swear to God, I know them from before. But everything I have found says I should not know them from before. So I have no clue on this. Which tells me that if I think I know these songs from before and I've heard them before, they're fantastic songs. Like if they've really ingrained that hard into me already, they're really good, man. Just really, really good. And once again, it's that's the energy. That's the energy of the song. It's got a great vibe to it, got a great feel, everything about it. Just cherry song, man. New Page, not a bad tune. It's not like the other ones where, you know, you blink and you miss it or you don't really think about it. New Page is just one of those songs where it just kind of fills the album out nicely. And the album ends with Neil's song. And I get why they ended the album that way. I do. It's a great kind of like fitting tribute kind of thing. Nice way to finish off the album, whatnot. And so I'm not going to knock on it for that. It's not the song I would have chosen to finish off the album because it finishes it off kind of mellow and low for me. And I think they should have gone with something a little more oomph to finish off the album. What I may have done is I might have moved New Page and Neil's song to where Any Given Sunday and Once Again are, and then shift down Any Given Sunday and Once Again. So if I were to change it out at all, I would have gone Bangkok, Bleed, Puddles, Not Fade, Rewind, New Page, Neil's song, Any Given Sunday, and then hit it home hard with Once Again. Because going from Neil's song to Any Given Sunday would kind of have a nice continuing vibe. It would have really kind of slowed down the album a lot, but it would have this kind of nice continuation vibe going on. And then to hammer it home with Once Again at the end would have been perfect. This is an album I really wish I would have come across sooner. Band I really wish I would have discovered a lot sooner. If I had, they would be fantastic. Now, when I was searching, I noticed there were a lot of problems I was having, and I'm going to try this real fast while I'm on the computer to see if this makes a difference. Because I notice that, yeah, no, it still doesn't work either. I noticed in the metadata, under the composer contributing artist, it comes up with Moore and then $. Now, I'm going to say that's because there is another band out there called the Moore Band, or it might be the Moore Family Band or whatnot. I stumbled across them while I was going there. And it looks like, you know, parents and their kids. And depending on how long they've been around and whatnot, that could be the reason for it. But when I do a search going Moore and $, I get nothing out of it. I'm even going to do a quick little one here. Just a basic search real fast while I've got you guys all on here. And see what happens. Yeah, no, it's absolutely nothing. I put Moore with a $, and all I get is advertisement for Moore's clothing. No commercial here for them. And that's, yeah, you know, anybody with the last name Moore, you know. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I found something finally. Did I? Maybe? Nah, sorry folks, I was wrong. I thought I had found something finally, and no, I did not. What I found ended up being someone who kind of looks like one of the guys in the band, but he definitely looks too young in the current pictures to be the guys in this band. Still going by the name Moore, but no, does not look like it's related at all in the slightest. Okay, so folks, if you can somehow find this out, Moore, self-titled, so just Moore, Moore, okay? If you can find this album, pick it up. This thing is really, really good. I really enjoy it. I really wish I had more information for it too. Because it really just is a good album with great songs on it. Hard sell on this one, guys. Really pick it up. It really, really great album. That's it, folks. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Drop me a line down below. On your way down there, you'll see a couple links. Hit those for me. There's a like button, a subscribe button, bell for notifications. If you could hit those, that'd be great. Peace, love, take care.